Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome to the Mothership. Let's see what messages we have for today. For the heart of the reading, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. And we have Union. So this is moving out of that stagnation and also kind of knowing and understanding that there are some things that need to come to light in order for especially the union of yourself and your divine counterpart to move forward. All the energy and the change and the momentum is there, but there are some stagnations. And for some reason, I'm being drawn to the sign of Sagittarius, so that might have significance for some. But as you seek to gain this inner balance within your own union to yourself, balancing your own water and fire, your own masculine and feminine, and really harnessing your own internal power. You have been going through an initiation process and an awakening process, and as you continue to put your focus here, this will help you come into clarity about your own truth, and you won't be able to be fooled, especially by other people who maybe don't have your best intentions in mind or are hiding things from you, is what I'm hearing. Because your third eye is open, you'll be very keen, and this knowingness will also help to move you into the next phase as well, because you'll be able to kind of avoid some of the traps of your former self. Let's take a peek at the Divine Feminine aspect. We have the Seven of Cups, the Hermit, Healing reversed, One of Earth reversed, Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Swords reversed. So this is a moment where the Divine Feminine has gone internally to her inner sanctuary. She's been working hard on balancing the material world and staying on her throne and taking that much needed break and introspection, and also considering maybe what options are before her. Also, I'm seeing reviewing the past as well, and even some former belief systems, getting really in tune and in touch with that inner magician. And also putting down some of that mental sabotage energy so that she can move more into the process of her truth and walking her truth. And there is a little bit of uneasiness, and mostly that's uncertainty about the path. And I'm hearing that this is kind of that stage where you have to cross the bridge to get to the other side, but you don't know that you're already standing on the bridge, and all you have to do is walk, even though you might feel blind or blindfolded. Maybe your third eye is not open. Many times when we're going through these initiations, we're not able to hear our helping spirits because we have to make choices that are of our free will. And when we're going through these rites of passages, it's very important just to remember to stay the path and to celebrate all that you've come through as well. Celebrate the place that you're coming into. So there's still some healing work to do, and there is a lot of new opportunity, but I feel like this is tied to this healing work. And once more of this healing is very embraced and integrated. There's still some cleansing to do is what I'm hearing. But after this is more integrated, then more of these, especially opportunities for abundance, will be opening up. And there's also a reminder to keep your connection to the earth, to all the elements as well, and especially stay rooted in the earth. So let's move on to the divine masculine aspect. We have the Three of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Well, Three of Wands is reversed too. King of Wands, Six of Swords, Love, and Ten of Fire reversed. So the divine masculine aspect is very much in his passion and in his desire, and his heart is opening to this greater love that is beyond himself. And for some, I'm hearing that this might be the first time that this type of love has been experienced. And there's also some, I'm hearing insecurities about the financial world and also about how to bring balance to all this passion in his life. But he's definitely been moving away from some of those things that have kept him tied down and moving towards what he feels, his emotional realm. He's still in the transformation process, and he's experiencing a big opening, and he does have a lot of spiritual support around him as well. There's also something that he's resisting within himself, and part of this is, it's sort of linked to the Temperance card. He has to go through that fire and that bending, that molding, and come out the other side of it. So he's still in the process of some of those things, but he is moving forward. And he's also maybe feeling just not totally free. So let's get a few more cards. We have the Youth reversed, Eight of Earth reversed, and Seven of Air. So there's still some beliefs that he's clinging to or holding that maybe he's not even aware of that he's holding. And this is this could even have to do with religious beliefs or things that he's just been very dedicated to, but he does have the ability and the strength to become open to the universal concepts as well. And for some, he is incredibly wise beyond his years, and he is acting more as a divine channel of light for people. He's also aware that the people around him have not been a good influence on him, and he's reaching for that star which will guide him to his ultimate truth. And he's also just kind of wondering, maybe contemplating, pondering what he really needs to focus on in order to bring all of this wisdom and this enlightenment forward. But I don't sense that he's ready to act on a lot of this yet. And let's peek at the Divine Feminine. We have the King of Earth, the Queen of Fire reversed, and the One of Water reversed. So the divine feminine aspect is really striving for that independence and that sovereignty over herself and her passions, and being a light into the world as she's been going through this very intense transformation and rebirth. And the King of Earth is all about her really getting rooted and creating that stable base for herself. Becoming independent in this way, I'm hearing, has not been very easy for some, and there is a higher cleansing and awakening within her energy centers, and she's more connected also to the tree of life and to the wisdom that carries, as well as understanding that she has a leadership role. And that leadership role is kind of more in the background for her right now, as she's kind of wrapping up some of these inner contemplations and bringing things to integration within herself. And she will have this new opportunity as well to be more fully expressive with her emotions. And as she moves deeper into those uncharted waters within herself and these deeper emotions within, that will begin to set her course more in action and open doors for her. So in essence, there's just more work to be done. And the advice is to have a lot less doubt about this path and to be willing to take those deep dives. And I say this because there's two ace cards and the healing card all in the bottom row. And let's see if I could show you. And these two came reversed, and they're a mirror of the earth and water energies. So that would be like your emotional realm and your monetary realm. And then there's also the healing card, which also came reversed. So it can denote that maybe there's even some emotional things that are creating the blockages in coming more into these new opportunities. And there's also a connection to the stars within the emotions. So really opening up to your inner self in all dimensions. And let's get a few guidance cards. For the divine masculine energy, we have expect a miracle. For the heart of the reading, we have focused intention. And for the divine feminine aspect, we have fertility. So this is beautiful because where the divine masculine energies are at is really in having that faith and that trust that everything will work out, and that knowingness that he is opening up to these new awarenesses on his path. And the heart of the reading, we did have the Wheel of Fortune reversed and the Union card. So this is a good point in time to really decide what your intention is and where to focus your energy. Mainly not focusing on the past and where you've been coming from, but where you're moving towards, especially with your attraction point and where you're fixing your frequency. And for the divine feminine aspect, we have the fertility card, which is all about new beginnings and this rebirth of oneself. And actually, some of you might actually be having babies or be hearing about people close to you having babies. And I'm getting the sense that most of these are baby girls. But this is a beautiful time and a lucky time to really get centered in your own path and your own independence in such a way that you are making every moment beautiful for yourself. And as you do that, that will naturally overflow to all those around you. This is an excellent time for planting those seeds.